It's week 9 of the NFL, and we'll see Dalvin Cook. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Vikings and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about the... First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided touchdown Washington.
Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it concluded with the touchdown pass to Antonio Gibson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A first down throw for Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Vikings sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Slide for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
After the sack on first down, Cousins, middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They run it again with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Wentz now on first down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Wentz on third down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Wentz to the sideline on fourth down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Week 9 here in the National Football League. It'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Cousins. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jonathan Allen able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cousins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. To throw again on second down. Cousins in trouble, and he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how frequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Takes it at the 7th. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 1st down. Here's Cousins. This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Cousins on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run with Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Wentz, middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wentz. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Officially nothing on that one. Their gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Robinson with another carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at FedEx Field. Washington on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. To throw is Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Cousins. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down.